Oh, okay. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello. Can you see me? This is the worst. Trying to figure stuff out, and it's like, an error occurred. Great. No, this is excellent. There we go. But can you hear me? Hello? Happy? Screw you, and go to this page. Blah, blah, blah. This is too much. This is too much. Blue boo. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is working out now. I think. Can you guys hear me? Sounds like you guys can't hear me. Let me see here. Is my mic? No, it's not muted. This is the dumbest thing I have ever seen. Microphone. Blah, la, la. It says I can pick up the readings, but YouTube is being weird. It's not recording. Okay. This is so bad. This is the worst start ever. I can't hear myself. What's the deal with that? Hello? Oh, I know why. Okay. This is my bad. Okay. Oh, there we go. Now you can hear me, because I couldn't hear me, because when I plugged in my microphone, my computer automatically thought that's a speaker. So I wasn't hearing any noise at all. Excellent. All right. Okay, I gotta go to YouTube and change this thing so I can delete the last video. Delete. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, this is fun. I think this is fun. Are you guys having fun? I had so many people, but now they're gone. They all left. What happened? What happened? Trying to get this to work. No one wants to watch because they are tired of my shiznit. Okay, I should be broadcasting. I got 5 people. Now I need to. Okay. All right. Well, welcome, one and all people. I am doing a live stream, and it will be for animation. So I tried explaining before, but it was freaking out. So hopefully this is the right start, and hopefully, yeah, hopefully it will keep going. All right. We are working on the Clairvoyant right now. What I'm working on, and I announced it a long time ago, and yeah, I'm still working on it. So today we're just gonna be working on that. So yeah, I'm here to answer questions while I work on this, and probably just be explaining what I'm doing while I'm doing it. So not the greatest at explaining that, as you can see from my animation tutorials, which have failed miserably. I'm not that good at trying to convey what I'm trying to do. There's stuff and things. There. Okay. So this is a guardian animation. It's going to be a very, very, very long one. Very, very, very long. The storyboard intro is, let's just say, the intro of it is 200 seconds, which is actually no, it's 190 seconds, and that's just the intro. So that's 3 minutes already. It's 3 minutes for an intro sequence, and not even the full video. It's gonna be a long one, and yeah, it's kind of overwhelming for me. It's kind of scary. I think about it, and it's like I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but it's gonna be an experience, and I need to learn that. So, where are we gonna start today? There's nothing completely finished for this, for animation wise. There's just various animatics that I can work on. I mean, I can work on those to make them more defined, or I can actually keep moving into the storyboard and making more animatics for that. Well, I'll just have to see what exactly you guys want to see. I don't know. Man, this stinks. I wish it didn't pop up, or I wish it didn't screw up the first time. I had like 100 people at first, and now everyone's just like, whatever, or they just can't see where it's posted. I don't know what the deal is. The reason why I like doing the YouTube stream is, unlike on Twitch, I can get at most like 15 people at a time, but it's way easier to get people to, because those are the people that can that are following my Facebook and Twitter, and but when I do it on YouTube, it's broadcasted throughout the 110,000 subscribers that I have, so it's more of a outreach for people to watch. And yeah, so these YouTube streams are much more popular. The problem is, it's just they're so just, I don't know how to explain it, so hard to make. The half hour before this was supposed to air, or to start, I was fiddling with the stuff, and it's like, oh, you can't really fiddle with it until you actually start the program or start the broadcast. And then I'm like, oh, okay, so I guess I'll start the progress now and just work on it and hopefully get it done. And then I realized, oh, you don't need to broadcast it to work on, to like mess with the settings. So I was like, all right, that's perfect. So I messed with the settings and got it to work to what I needed to work out for. And then I broadcasted, and nothing was showing. And I guess it was harder to even tell if you guys could even hear me, because my microphone was plugged in, and my computer thought, oh, this is a new speaker. Let's switch it to a speaker. And so I couldn't hear anything until I realized about that. So yeah, it was just a big confusing mess, and now it's better. But yeah, thought I should try this out for once because, more people. But most likely it's just going to be Twitch in the future, because Twitch is way better, in my opinion. But then again, yeah, I've been having trouble sometimes because Twitch it's a gaming website or a gaming streaming thing. So it's like sometimes they're just like, you can't do this. You can't animate. It's not a video game. And it kind of sucks. But most of the time it works. But yeah, this is just the Guardian, or the Clairvoyant. It's an intro sequence that features the Guardian in it. And it's just some rough things. And yeah, I actually gotta work on timing for this part, because every time I watch it in full play, it seems like everything is going so fast. And the thing is, I gotta get the timing down completely well, because I have someone, the guy who did the music for the Explorer, he's actually helping me with scoring the music for this particular animation. And he needs the time. He needs to get the timing right, because if it's not right, then the music's out of sync. So I gotta do the animatic, but I also gotta make sure the time frame of it, or the moments where he moves or whatever are in sync, and I don't change it. So then when he makes the music, I won't be like, oh, I actually want to change this, and then screw up the whole song. But so far it's pretty good. It maybe I need to talk with him still, because I still think it's going a little too fast. I mean, I could just play it, but it's nothing too crazy. But it's going a little bit better than before. But whenever listen to the music, it's seems like, oh man, it's already going a little faster than expected. But I don't know. I'm just being a worrywart, because I just want to make this. This is one of those few things where I want to make it just as best as I can. That's why I'm trying to spend a lot of time on it, to make it just perfect, and not do shortcuts, and not be like, oh, let's make this simple because I'm lazy. If I want to do something, I'll do it, unless I physically can't do it, and it frustrates me. There are some parts where I had to change because I just could not wrap the animation around my head, and no matter how hard I tried, it didn't look good. And I try to find references, and it's really hard to find a reference for specific things in animation. It's like, oh, animation of guy twirling in the air while doing a front flip. It's going to be hard to find it, because it's very specific. If it was like animation of a tree falling or animation of a guy running, then it's a little bit more easier. But certain things it's kind of hard to find. Like explosions, there's certain explosions that I need to find, and I look them up, and I can't find the one that I really want. But it's something I saw from an anime when I was a little kid, or something I saw off a commercial, and I can't remember the name. And it's just it's difficult. It's very difficult. But yeah, so let's actually do something here. Man, I can't figure out what I want to do next, because all of it's work. Let's start here. There's a part where he flies into the water, and originally this whole section here, I had something I actually had an animatic of, but it was kind of ridiculous, and I deleted it because it was just silly. I originally was going to have him in the water, and he was going to jump out of the water, and then he was going to run. This is a very poor thing. He was going to run across the water like he's running on water. And I thought it was a cool idea at the time, but that was because I was watching Ponyo when I was animating. and the fact where she was running on the water, I just kind of, I don't know, I got inspired to do it. But when I actually animated it, it didn't really look that relevant, or just didn't really fit in. So I'm going to do my original idea where he jumps out of the water and he just kind of glides and drags his finger across the surface. But yeah, first off, I got to change my settings because I was working on animation before, or I was working on a different thing for school. I have a digital design class, and we're doing a project where you have to make a video of cause and effect. And I changed the, let's see here. What the heck? Crap. I changed the smoothing. What's the highest again? I think it was 140. I think that's it. Yep, 140. But I changed the smoothing down to be a little more choppy. All right. Let's blah 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 blah. Yeah, the sound that I have in the timeline is the music. I currently don't have it on, and I'm not sure. I'm kind of scared of playing sounds on my computer for the broadcasting because I am not sure how this thing works. I'm pretty sure it's just like, oh, play whatever's on your computer, but I'm afraid it's going to be like not play anything, and then you're just going to hear it from the microphone or my headphones. I don't know. So, okay. I guess I'll just do that then. All right. Right now I'm just listening to myself on this stream to see if this sound works. Okay, it worked. All right. Sorry that took so long. Probably should have just asked and people would have said something. Okay. So this is my this is the live stream. Or I mean, this is the music that so far the creator Step, his username is Step, like a stair step. And he created this little bit. And that's pretty much it. And I just realized that that was playing off my computer speakers and on the live stream. So I turned off the microphone. Oh God. Well, great. I screwed up. So it turns out it was playing off. It was the music you were listening to was playing off my microphone. Oof. It was playing off my microphone. I thought it was playing off my computer, so I muted my microphone halfway through because I thought it'd be annoying to hear from both the computer and the speakers. But it turns out it was just from the microphone, so I just cut off the music. I'm sorry. I'll just replay that. My bad. My bad, guys. And that's all I got. Sorry about that. I just really bad with this electronic stuff. One of those old kids. Oh, green lines? No, the green lines are nothing in particular. They're just that's the color I use for animatics. They're, you know, they're bright. It's a bright color to use. I mean, it's something to use in contrast of the gray, like the gray storyboard lines that I did. So like, oof, I should probably turn off the music now so it doesn't reach. But you know, like if I turn this off, these are the storyboard lines, and it's just a better contrast from the storyboard to that. And it's, you know, I wasn't really supposed to have the lines this dark for storyboard. They usually should be like this light. So then it's a little bit better contrast, but you know, but yeah, it's just a little twirly animation he's got, but yeah, that's fortunately that's all I have for animation so far. I mean, I got the storyboard here for other stuff, and it was just really me doing concept work of trying to figure out stuff. I guess the hardest part about this is not the animation itself, is just the brainstorming of what you're going to be doing and what the angles are supposed to be. I mean, the animation is just work. It's just the fact of trying to think up what you're supposed to do. That's the hard part. And I'm having a really tough time trying to figure out all this stuff and timing, and you know, I'm still like I have a storyboard for this, or I have a script for this. Well, not really script, but like, you know, like a, I don't know, explain it. Or I don't know how to say it, but like a, you know, just kind of like a draft of this about like what's supposed to happen. But there's like a gap in the middle, actually, in the beginning part to the end that I'm trying to fill right now that'll make sense and not be just filler. And yeah, just it's tough, especially when it's a 10-minute plus animation. It's tough. Tough. But yeah, that's the intro. Just a little twirly, mystical stuff. And I might have to talk to the step about this part particular, because it's good, but I might want to see if I can change his this part, because it's supposed to be like a comedical kind of thing. It's like, oh, I'm a bug, I can fly, yada yada, and he flies back on his little leaf that he was sleeping on. And then he's like, oh, I got wings too. And it's supposed to be like this comical thing, but it's just like in the music, it seems just more of a build-up. I don't really know how to change that, but it just seems like this is supposed to be more a comedic effect, where it's like, oh, I have wings, and then he flies off, and the shockwave gets the bug dizzy. But I don't know. Okay, I'll actually start working on freaking stuff. I said that like 20 minutes ago. Okay. Alrighty, let's get this going. By the way, I'm looking at the comments on the YouTube page. I don't know if there's comments on like Google Hangouts or not, but if you want to comment, it'd be on the YouTube page. Okay, I gotta turn off my phone. This is getting annoying. But I gotta have my phone on because my girlfriend needs to text me. All right, I'll have it on vibrate. That's what I'll do. And I'll put it in my pocket. That's a plan. All right, let's do something. Let's actually do something. Okay. Well, we got the animatics for all this. Let's actually get let's do this part. I want to do this part. Hopefully my drawing hand, or hopefully I will be able to do this without any problems. But yeah, this is just, I usually try to go with sketchy sketch, or try to go with, I don't know, explain it. Just try to be as loose as possible, because I'm so strict for what I want to do. But if you just try to go as loose as possible and just try to get the right thing, it works out. For me, at least. So he's jumping out of the water. He's just gonna, he's just gonna be like, wait, crap. Uh-oh, I screwed up. Oh, wait. I was drawing it on the wrong layer. So let's just lock these layers and just make it so I'm drawing on the actual animatic layer. But, all right. Let's do this, guys. I say a lot. I think I've addressed that many times, but So he's gonna jump out. I gotta make it so it's not like so janky. He's kind of like, huh, but gotta make it so he's kind of getting out, but he's not zooming out. Not in this part. This part he goes, he just kind of splashes out of the water really fast. I want him to jump out and then just kind of like go and his leg's maybe a little long there. Go and then just kind of like glide across the water. So let's do this. Now my computer's auto-saving. Should probably turn that off. All right, back to work. And just kind of reach his arm out. And it's really simple. The thing I like about the Guardian, the design I made him, is he has blocky arms and blocky legs. So it's just he's just a bunch of blocks. And you just have a block leg, and it works out. And because that's his style. And I tend to do that a lot for a lot of my animations, actually. I like to have that blockiness. I don't know. It's just like a personal preference of mine. And he's just dragging his finger across the water, and it's supposed to like make little splashes. Maybe change that arm a bit. So what I like to do is I try to get the most dynamic parts of the animation. So I know it's kind of like huh, but I'll do in betweens after that, or in between that. So that looks all right. Now I just gotta maybe I might delete this. No, wait, let's do this. Let's make him go a little bit higher. He's kind of like, huh, and then he just kind of, let me see it. Let me do a motion here to explain what I want to it. What I mean is he comes out of the water. Crap, I blocked that. Comes out of the water like this, little arrow. He splashes out of the water, and then he kind of just like he hovers for a bit, and then just kind of comes down. And then that's his direction. He comes up a little farther than he should, come down slowly, and then as he's dragging the water, he kind of slowly drags back. And then shooting the water, and then jumping out of the water. That's the motion I think would work out. So let's do that. So let's get out here. And then we can do an in-between. And in between is just in between. So let's just, and again, I gotta work on this, but in betweens, or this is just an Animatic. So you can be as sloppy as you want, just as long as it, works together. I'm really bad at that, and I'll be very particular with my animations, and I'll be like, okay, this line has to be perfect, even though it's an Animatic and no one will see it, and I'll delete it later. And it ends up making my thing it takes twice as long to do, which is not good. You got to go fast when you want to do these animatics. The thing you want to work on is, work on the actual line work for the finished part and not worry about so much about the animatic, you just want to get the basic movement. So, and then, yeah, kind of like glides out. Maybe have him out for a little bit longer. So just like, just a little bit longer. Yeah, there you go. And then maybe, actually, maybe a little bit longer than that. So like, and then, yeah. And then just, you know, but maybe let's have him move forward a bit. So it's kind of like a loop. Yeah, there we go. And then we just drag this back a bit, do another frame, drag it back a little bit more. And yeah, there we go. See? And that is an animatic, a very rough one. And then he's got to go in the water. So yeah, got to draw that. So he goes in the water, and then, so like probably just like, there's his head. Splash in the water, and then he's gone. And then he explodes out like that. So, you know, there's an animatic. Woo! I should probably change the comments to new instead of top. I'm just reviewing the comments right now. Please say my name. Qton Ya. I like your cat picture. I want to get a cat. I really do. This apartment doesn't allow pets though. And me and my girlfriend are trying to find a way to get the slip saying you need a helper friend so we can have a cat because we really want a cat. So, but yeah, cats are cool. Hello, okay. Sweet. 83 people are watching. That's really awesome. It's like 4 times the amount I get on Twitch. It's awesome. All right. So yeah, there's just a little animatic there. You know, you probably most likely you're gonna have in-betweens. My phone is going nuts. Just nuts. Oh, that's why. Great. Every time someone comments on this video, I get an email for it. So I'm getting like a bunch of emails, which is excellent. What software do I use? I use Adobe Flash CS 5.5. It is a program from Adobe, and it's one of the main. Oh my gosh, my phone is going insane. It is one of the few. What's it called? One of the few programs, or one of the popular programs that animators use, is Flash. There's also Toon Boom and a couple others. I haven't tried those out yet. I really want to, but that uneasiness when you try out a new program when you're so used to using this program. That's kind of a problem I have in school right now. We're doing a bunch of assignments that are based off of After Effects, Adobe After Effects. And, I can get away with using animation I can get away with just doing it on Flash, but it's so, you really want to learn a new program. You really want to learn it. And it's like you're working on keyframing and After Effects, and you're just like, man, this is stupid. I could do this faster, 3 times faster in Flash. But it's not the point. You're supposed to learn a new program and stuff, which is another thing too. I do really want to learn After Effects, because After Effects is an excellent program for like post video. Like I was thinking of putting this animation, this clairvoyant animation, and have it being my first animation to use After Effects in it, and maybe put in effects and stuff that may be hard to do in Flash but easy to do in, you know, in After Effects, and, you know, just a bunch of other things that I've been looking at, like tutorials and stuff that just look really cool to try out in this thing. Like there's a certain scene that I want to try out, this like 3D modeling thing for that After Effects has. So yeah. So yeah. Anyways, we got that going for us. We got the animatic for that. And usually what happens is if you really want to, the next process is if you really want to get it, you know, if you really want to crack down on the animation, is animatic, but it's, you know, a little bit more detailed. The lines are a little bit thinner, but it's not the real thing. It's just the rough. It's the first rough where you get the, you know, get all the, you know, the eyeball and the, you know, the body motion. And then there's the fine line where you actually trace over that with finer lines. And then there's your animation. I don't think we're going to do anything like, I don't even think we're going to be doing roughs right now for this session, because I still have to figure out what exactly I'm going to be doing for the Guardian art. I got to figure out how exactly he's going to look. He's what's it? I can't think. He's not different than the old ones, but I'm trying to refine him to be a little bit more, you know, in the old animation, he's very spindly. He's like very skinny. I'm trying to make it a little bit more girth to that. And, you know, it's just like, I'm really trying to learn anatomy for bodies and such. And I'm just, you know, it's really just kind of a fear. It's kind of like, I could do the rough, but I'm afraid like I'm going to change it and then I have to do it all over again. So anyways, what to do next? Oh, we should probably do the in-between for this guy. So like, let's just, you know, something just really, really rough. You know, just problem I have is, again, anatomy. It's a bane of my existence, especially women anatomy, which is great because the main character, the main star of this animation is, let's find a good thing. Main star is this lady. It's a girl. I never draw girls, not because I don't want to. It's just I never really do. And then, you know, anatomy and all that stuff, I don't know how to do it. I can't draw girl butts. Can't draw girl boobs. It's a weakness. And then I feel awkward because it's like, oh, let's look at, you know, let's look at Terms Anatomy, and then you see a bunch of naked women and, you know, having a girlfriend and stuff. It's, you know, it just kind of just makes you nervous. Just like, oh, this is study. It's purely study. Don't worry, honey. It's fine. I'm just studying anatomy. So, yeah. I mean, it's a little rough. I got to work on water effects too. Again, I'm not good at water because I've never done it before. I've never done really splashes. I do kind of like the splash. It's kind of something I saw from an anime. I could, you know, so like, ugh, can't talk. I have to, you know, tweak it a little bit more, but yeah. Comment time. Let's see. What got me into animation? Well, I never really thought about it, or I've never really had an aspiring dream to do it. I just, one time I was in a shop class in 7th grade, and they're like, I don't know, my teacher is like, hey, we got the, you know, the woodworking section of the class, which is the first half of the semester. And then the second, which, you know, we work on wood and we cut wood and make a wooden clock or a chair or something. And then the next portion was the technological standpoint of shop class, where we could pick a station that we would want to do, which there's robot making, there's flight simulator, which was apparently the easiest one because you're just playing a video game and you get an A for it. And then there's modeling or CAD modeling, which is that machine. It's a 3D printer, one of the early 3D printers, and you can print out, make a model, and 3D print it. And then there was animation, and he had Flash 8. And it was really just that portion of the class wasn't really to teach anything. It was just he was a really nice guy, and it was just really kind of like a thing where it's like he's like, oh, just mess around. You're gonna get an A. So me and my friend did it. Me and my friend Charlie, and I loved it. It was great. It was fun. I didn't really do much. I made Sonic the Hedgehog run in a loop-de-loop. That's all I could do. That's all I did in that class. All I was managed to do, and I got an A for it. And he told me that I had a knack for it, or I was really interested in it. A lot of people are just doing it just to do it, but he said that it could be something that I could really get into. So he gave me the Flash 8 program. He had the install disk and everything. He gave it to me, and kind of started from there. He commissioned me. It was my first commission. He had a company, a doghouse company, and he commissioned me to make a little animation for it for his website, and I did. And he paid me some money for it. And I just, once I got it at home, once I got Flash 8, I just went to town on it. Most of my first animations were sprite animations from taking, from like Sonic the Hedgehog and stuff. I had a Sonic versus Mario thing back in the day where everyone made those. And it was fun. And I started working more and more on it. I got a tablet when I was in high school, and it was very, very, very poorly done stuff. You could probably find a couple on YouTube. I think my Change of Christmas is on YouTube. And, it was just like a hobby. And then college came by, and I made The Guardian because I listened to a Lindsey Sterling song and I wanted to make an animation for it. And it blew up. And then that kind of really got me into working on YouTube to make money. And here I am now, being lazy. All right, let's do something here. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I could do this part where he zooms in. Could do that part. I'm just scared, get this parts, and I'm just afraid I'm going to get frustrated. I'm not going to be able to do it right, and I'm going to be like, I give up. And that's when I close my computer, and you're going to be all you guys are going to be like, what's going on? And then it will be still recording, so they'll just be hearing me screaming in the background, breaking stuff. But I don't get that stressed out much. All right, let's do this. This guy's zooming in to that wondrous tree with the glowy thing, and I'm going to change it a bit. I have him zooming this way, but I kind of don't want that. I kind of want to change it. I might delete that, and he's going to zoom this way. It's going to be like, whoosh, and then he's, just fireball. Because, oh, wait. No, wait, the motion. Let's change that. Actually, that actually might work. I don't know. Because he's moving up. So he's, moving from below. So that might work better, actually. Because before I didn't have this part where he glides across the water. It was just going to be him dashing from here to, the tree. But I added that in because I needed more time, or I needed more filler or more something in there, because it was supposed to be, like an epic montage. Like, or not like an epic montage, but like an epic, Uh-oh. Yes, one comment did send me an if you meant attention, because I had to actually think about it. It wasn't, you know. Maybe I should do a draw my life. I might actually wait for that if I ever get popular enough. But how did I choose the name Neurogeist or Narrowgeist or whatever, however people can pronounce it? I read a book in high school. It was I read a book about it was if you guys know Ender's Game. I was reading Ender's Shadow, which was the sequel to that about another character. And he was with a dude on a spaceship. They were going to space, and he was with a kid named Nero. And they make fun of him for the homage of Emperor Nero. And I never knew about that name, and it just stuck with me. I'm like, wow, that's a really cool name. And I ended up making a character because I used to draw comic books in high school, and I made a character, but I needed a last name for him that was cool. And when I was thinking about it, I saw the video game, the GameCube video game that was on, it was on GameCube, and it was called Geist. And I'm like, oh, so I looked up the word Geist, and it's German for ghost, and I'm from German descent, and I thought that was just pretty neat. So I put them together, and I thought it was a unique name, and it was my what's it called? It was my username for Xbox. And that was my username, and I chose that username for everything else. And then it just kind of stuck. I was originally just going to have him as a character, but now it's my persona, and it's one of those things where it's like I want to make a character named him, but I don't want to make it sound like, oh, it's me, Neurogeist. I'm so awesome. It's like, no, it's not me. It's a character I made. Because I had this awesome idea about making a series like gladiator battles, like a technological kind of standpoint, or I mean, like a futuristic world where like they have these video game kind of like gamer, and they fight each other, and it's like Nero's like this gladiator kind of guy who's like really he's like the main star. But in another time, another life, sometime, I don't know. So I'm just doing a very rough thing, just because he's supposed to be kind of like a lightning bolt, and just a little rough. I might be doing the same method that I did in The Guardian, where he zooms by and it kind of slows. It's just kind of like him going by slowly, and have kind of like a spark, kind of like in the original Guardian, where he zooms by to the tree and it's just like a spark. But just little tiny little bits, and then it goes a little bit smaller. Maybe move it over a bit. That's just a really quick, rough animatic. That's a very silly one too. It's not the greatest, but just portrays the image at least. Oh wait, we gotta do that. We gotta delay it a bit. You gotta have some time to actually see the environment before he zooms in. So just environment for a second, and then he comes in. I like that. All right, perfect. And now for this part. This part's easy. Just draw a little sketch. I'm actually gonna lighten him up a bit so it's easier to contrast from what's it called? From the darkness. Stop reviewing. All right. Weird. 1 second. I'm trying to look at the comments, but now they're like being weird to me. I'm reading the comments right now. Sorry. Wow, I just subscribed and there's a live stream already. It was just really bad timing. I haven't posted anything for months, so you're just really lucky. Yeah, if you subscribed a month ago, there's nothing. So, but yes, I can see the comments and I'm reading them right now. All the heroes die. Huh. That would be an interesting thing, but you know, thinking of some people dying. I like death and animations because it makes there's too many animations out there where somebody dies and then they come back to life and they it's like the superhero syndrome where superheroes die but then they resurrect them or something. It's really cool when you see an animation or a video where somebody dies and then they stay dead and you just have that feeling you're like they're never coming back. Kind of like I forget his name. Hot Diggity Demon. He has the Jerry series, and he always emphasizes that Jerry, because in the end Jerry dies, he kills himself, and he always emphasizes that Jerry's dead and he's never coming back. And it's just it's silly, but I like that because it's it's not kind of like, oh, he's back to life miraculously. It's just very harsh but very true. There's not a different chat, or at least I don't know. This is the only chat I can see right now, and unfortunately, but yeah, for this will be really easy. This is a really easy thing, or this is a really easy animation. He's just gonna kind of float down. So really, most of the frames, if I really wanted to get really lazy about it, I can just make one frame and then just move the frame up so he just floats down. But that's an easy route. So let's do it a little bit better. And as he moves down, he'll move his arms, he'll move his legs a bit, just a little bit shiftiness to show that he's alive. Oh, my phone. I should probably turn it on silent, but I can't because I'm expecting a text and I can't. Yeah. Oh, my friend texted me. Interesting. He's watching my live stream. Huh. Hi, Guppy. Yes, I'm making the Clairvoyant. Live stream. I have tried live stream, and I've tried it for a while, but personally, what's it called? I personally don't like it. I don't know how to explain it. I had some problems, or I have problems working with that website. It's just really slow on my computer for some reason. And every time I use it, there's always something wrong. I mean, this is no better, this YouTube thing, this Google Hangout. But yeah, I mean, I should try it again because they probably updated stuff. But so far Twitch has been the easiest for me because it's you just click and you're good. I really like the Twitch integration for PS4. I haven't really streamed anything from my PS4, but sometimes I do, and sometimes it's fun. I really wanted to stream me playing PT. I was playing it with some friends, and after playing it, I thought to myself, I'm like, wow, this would have been perfect if I streamed this, because I was pooping bricks. I was freaked out. That game scared the crap out of me. And like trying to do the Easter egg and stuff and don't know what to do exactly. And so I tried talking to the demon while it's like jittering towards me. And I was like freaking out. I'm like, oh, don't kill me. Just, yeah, it was hilarious. I'm not the best for scary games. I'm actually really bad. I'm not one who likes scary stuff. But I don't really play them because of the fact that it's not funny for me. I get really serious when I play scary games. I don't really freak out unless I'm with like people. If I'm by myself, I'll kind of just stop talking and just be like, just like wide-eyed, shaking. I'm not a screamer. I don't scream, but I'm more of the inner seizure kind of person when they see something scary. Anyways, I'm just doing a little trace over. I might be doing a little bit too much. I'm kind of drawing these circles on the joints so then I can know that's where the joint is, and 4 points of movement. So yeah, that's it. Let's just let's turn that off. There you go. There's a little animatic frame, and we'll just I gotta figure out what exactly should I do this from the top? No, let's this will be from when he's floating, and then let's change this. It's just for the sake of time. Let's just, this is a new frame, so I can erase it. And then I have my onion skin on. So when I erase it, it will show the frame ahead. So I can show the frame ahead, and I'll just erase the arms and erase the legs. Actually, maybe erase the head too. Actually, I'll do this. Bring it down a bit. I'll have the arms a little bit down. Well, actually, might have to lower these a bit. Arms a little bit down. So the motion is he's gonna kind of like reel back as he's floating down, and then just kind of just thump down because he turned off his flight ability or whatever it's called. And yeah, so that's what we're doing. Just very subtle movements for this animatic. And the computer is freezing up. Okay, there we go. And I didn't realize, but like when I look at the live stream that's broadcasting right now, it's like a full minute behind. So like, it's kind of weird. I like read the comments and I expect like an instant answer, but it only comes up, like 2 minutes later. I'm like, oh, no one wants to talk to me. But yeah. My phone is just going insane, the membrane right now. It's weird though, because I don't see the comments. Like it like updates every 10 minutes. So I just get a whole spool of comments. It's not like Twitch where it, updates right then and there. Okay. This is newest, right? 17 minutes ago, though. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is getting too much. 2 minutes ago. There we go. I'm getting there. Okay. Okay, there we go. So right now I got 2 frames, nothing too crazy. His hands are up and they're down, and he can dance. He's like having a tantrum. He's like, nee! But I need to also move the legs. So let's do that. Let's have the legs down a little bit lower. Or well, actually, can't get any lower than this leg right here. This leg's already counting down pretty low, so let's just slightly move it over a bit, rotate it to the side, so it's kind of like And then let's get this guy and just have him a little bit lower, I guess. Simple, easy peasy. Sometimes animation is just bliss. Okay, there we go. So now that's a little bit better. He's like moving. So then we just bring him up here, and this is just 2 frames. But, we're going to do in-betweens. Crap. Another thing to do, actually, before I move this guy up, I got to bring him back, is it's better to do the in-betweens of the motions before you actually move them. So, like, before I move this guy up, I should just do the in-betweens while they're still stationary, and then I move them, to where they want to be, because then it's like you're not like trying to do in between of their motions. I don't like, for example, it's easier to do an in between of them standing like sitting right here than it is if he's way up, way up here. Then you got to draw, the in between right in here, without anything, without trying, I can't talk right now. That's I'm really bad at explaining stuff, but it's easier just to keep them there until I'm done with all the in-betweens, which is also another thing that we'll look at for when you actually start doing roughs, because it'd be the easiest if I just keep them there and then wait until I do the roughs, and then that's when I after I do the roughs, then I move them, because then it'll be easier, because this is just an animatic. So when I do no, never mind. Forget what I said. I'm going crazy. That's not a better alternative. Never mind. Because when you do a rough, you're just sketching out what's in front of you, and it's better not to be super precise, because then it looks like it's a tween. If the beauty, or the thing that's really nice about animation, is there's imperfections when you draw. Like, sometimes the hand's a little bit bigger or something. But when you have it like that, and it's not like completely smooth where it's, the same traced out thing, then when you have it just a little bit different, it makes it like alive, and makes the character alive a little bit better. It even gives a little bit more motion to it. Like, there's a method for animation where when you finish the motion, when you finish with the animation, if he's like a guy waving or something, what you do is after he's done moving, you make another frame where it's no movement at all. You just trace over the movement of the hand or whatever. You just trace it. And then what happens is the slight variation of when you traced will make it feel more eased, and it'll just make it feel, more real for a chance, or to say. So that's a method that you can use. I haven't done it that much, to be honest, because again, I'm lazy. When I do stuff, I get really lazy, and it's like, well, I draw another frame, it's fine. And then it doesn't really look that good. But then, I'm also scared for that too, because sometimes you do that and then it just doesn't look good, and then you wasted your time tracing it. It's really kind of like a chance. I don't know. Don't take advice from me. I'm not the greatest animator out there. I'm just some schmuck trying to make rents due. Okay. So we're just doing an in between here. Nothing too crazy. I haven't been really working that much on this. This is the most work I've done in a while, because of school and, lack of motivation. Really, it's really been tough. It's been like my brain has been really working against me, or my mind, because I'll be working on something, or I'll try to work on something, and then like every fiber of my being says, you don't work on this. You can't. Don't do this. Just play it. Just go watch some TV. Don't do this. It's to the point where it's not like, oh, I don't want to do that. It's like my body is like, no, stop. And it's like, I will die if I keep working. One of those, there's a little in between there so far. But, you got to just push. You got to keep pushing. Like right now, it's like I wasn't planning on doing a stream, but it's like, might as well do it, push it out. And then if I'm slacking, you guys can yell at me. It's like, oh, well, I'm not doing anything for 20 minutes. It's like, hey, get back to work. Oh, yeah, people are watching me. There. And then we got the full motion. You just kind of, it's very, very simple. There's probably going to be more in betweens for that. But it kind of stops abruptly. So what you want to do is a little ease in. So what I like to do, because since it's an animatic, you don't want to you can redraw stuff, but really you're going to draw it over and it doesn't matter anyways. So what I like to do is I just take that frame, make a copy of it, and then I grab the arms and I just kind of move them a bit. Just nothing too bad. Just a teensy bit to make it look better. And I'll just kind of this one in particular, I'll make a new arm for. That's a little bit high actually. You want to just make it very slight. A very slight incline. Make his head. His head's moving up. Okay, so grab his head. Get most of his head. And then just slightly move it up just a teensy bit. You can always use the arrow keys too. For very, very slight movements. And then the legs. Move the legs a little bit down. Slightly. A little bit like that. And grab the other leg. Oh, whoops. There. Grab the other leg. Oh, crap. Grab the other leg and just move it up a bit. Just a teensy bit. There. And then you got a little ease. Little ease. And now we can actually move the items up. Oop. I always hold. Okay, 1 second. Oh. Okay. Shift. It's always nice to have the shift key ready because then you can move them straight up without any variation. Just there, and the next one be just there. Well, actually, let's move this down a bit. Move this down. It's a little bit too fast, actually. So we're gonna go real slow here, because he's just slowing down. And let's move these frames over, since we can make extra frames up here because you're only seeing his legs. So all the parts up here don't matter. So let's just make a frame. Oh man, food's coming back up. Don't know why. Don't feel good. Let's just make this frame. Oops. Frame. Move this up. Just just a little tip. Just the tip of this guy. And then this moves down slightly. We'll just move this down a little bit more and make another. Move that down a little bit more like that, and then we can move these frames down there. So let's see that. Let's see that. Okay, so we're going a little too linear motion, so let's hover this a little bit. We got to make it so he's really slowing down, kind of like, but very, very slow. So got to ease the stuff in. So far, we're getting it, I'm guessing. It's kind of getting there. My computer. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. So, whoop. And let's just do one more little ease. And it's just going to be like a couple nudges. And then we gotta do the next part where he actually lands on the ground. So we don't want to make it too crazy. We don't want him to be like, huh. So just, we're gonna make his head drop a little bit lower, but nothing too insane, because he's dropping a couple inches and it's not a big drop. So first off, we got to figure out where the ground is, because we have this little sketched background, but we got to figure out like we got to figure out figure out where the actual ground is, where his feet are going to actually touch down. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get one of these animatic tools or one of these layers, and we're going to just make a line as a point of reference. So we grab a line, we get the line tool, and we just go up. There's the line. So that's where he will touch down. So he's going to be like, woo, and then boom, his feet are going to touch right here. Oh man, I forgot about these guys. That'll be fun to animate. What time is it? It's almost 3 o'clock from here. All right, we still got a little bit longer before I have to go. So, and then we're gonna have a pause for a second. Oh man, my nose is itchy. So we want him to touch down right here. So his feet are going to be like brr. So let's just draw a little sketch of his feet. It's kind of like Mega Man feet, really. He's got Mega Man shoes. He's gonna, yeah. Oh man, this is gonna be hard actually. This is not working out. Let's do this. Let's draw from right here as a reference, and then we'll bring him down. So it's touching down. Oh, okay. Here's the part where my head's just like refusing to work with me here. So he's gonna hit down and he's gonna be like, huh. Nothing too crazy. Gotta remember that. You can't be too wild unless it's meant to be. This is just a subtle thump. Oh, I think I know what the deal is. Let's just cut this off. Because he is going to be, sometimes it's just draw a little stick thing. Oh, I see what the problem is. He's leaning, he's kind of like, he's got to lean forward a bit, so he's got to move the head. So move the head over a little bit. And, you know, just I gotta keep sketchy. I gotta make it still sketchy. Can't be, you know, can't be too intricate on this, or else it's gonna take too long. Okay. It's still not looking what I want it to look like, actually, though. Let's see here. Just a little. Okay, that looks awful. That looks bad. Well, let's just have him stand up. Just screw this frame. Just keep it there for now, and then just have him stand up and see that the full animation looks good, because this is only going to be shown for a couple seconds. So let's see. I guess we got to use this guy for reference again. So let's have him up here. Oh, crap. Do. And I got Mega Man music stuck in my head. Yeah, and that's another reason I'm not playing. I don't have the music obviously playing right now, because I'm not sure about the copyright thing and how that works for live streaming. And I don't want it to be like, oh, your thing has been taken down because you're listening to Dr. Dre or something. I don't listen to Dr. Dre. But yeah. And let's have him stand up. So I'm just redrawing from what the point is for this guy, just to get the reference of what he would look like standing up, because sometimes you can get lost in trying to figure out how to draw people, which I do a lot. So let's have him stand up. It's kind of crazy. I'm going through 2 layers of two frames, so I gotta look at the right one, or else, you know, you get confused. Draw squares, Nick. Draw squares. Don't want to get too crazy. Gotta keep it sketchy. Gotta keep it, and you don't want his feet to be too big. Gotta remember that too. Make his head move up a bit, so he's kind of like, what? Look up. Okay, let's see how that works. So there we go. So now he's ducked down too far. So we'll just take that away. That's what I should have done in the first place. Okay, maybe put his head down a bit. Okay. Another thing you could do is if you're stumped trying to figure out how the position is or how his body's going to move, you can always actually get up and make the motion. Make the motion and see how it feels. I remember when I was working on my Jack animation back when I was in when I first started college. There's a part where this guy has to get up from on the ground and get up and run away. And I spent like 2 hours just laying on the ground and then getting up and doing it slowly and then fast and then looking where my leg was when I try to get up. And it helped a lot. It still looked like crap when I animated it, but it helped a lot and made it less crappy. So that's another option you can do. Okay. And then let's just take this down and just take reference for this guy. Okay. So then let's just get this guy over here. This guy over here. Okay, let's just do this. Let's just do this. That's a little too crazy though. Oh my gosh. Something's amok here. It was gonna happen eventually. I'm gonna get stumped at this because it just looks too weird. I need to get a drink of water. I'll be right back. My throat's getting dry for talking so much. Not a talkative person. I'll be right back. Get a cheese stick. All right, I am back with a cheese stick and some water. right, let's figure this out, shall we? Oh, we're here for now. All right. So he's trying to jump down. Let's just move this forward a bit. Maybe his thing is so stiff. Maybe it's his standing. Maybe that's the issue. So his standing is a little stiff. Maybe, I know what we can do. Whenever I try to draw something that just does not look right, and I can't get it to look right, I usually go for reference all the way back to this guy. Just copy. And we're not going to completely paste him, or we're not going to completely use him. We're just going to use him as a reference. I'll just put him, let's put him right up here. Make a frame, and then paste. So there we go. See, that's what we got going on here. That's what we have to do. Oh man, the proportions are just god awful. I hope no one will notice. So he's much bigger, yet he has the same feet and body. So I screwed up. But it's okay. So what we got to do for this body is make it a little bit more. Oops. Make him look like he's not like hunched over. So let's change the body. Have it just like kind of back. And change this part. And have it like, just like whoosh. He's not super muscular. He's just, you know, a lean person. But that doesn't. Maybe I should just copy and paste after all, because this is really stressful. Okay, and just. And then maybe it's the head too. Maybe we gotta fix that. Let's get these legs and fix those up too. Oh crap, I should probably lock that so it doesn't come up again. So let's just use this point of reference and just. Gotta keep it sketchy, but you gotta make it so it looks good, so then you're not basing off a bad sketch. So, you know. Contradicting myself. Okay. Well, balls. Okay, let's just there. And then okay, let's get in there. There we go. Looks a little bit better. So we can get rid of that guy. So whoop, boom. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. It's getting to be a little bit better. Not too good, but still a little bit better. Oh no, my gosh. I got like Super Smash Brothers like music or like, you know, the level music stuck in my head. Okay, now I gotta get this head fixed in here. That will make it work. Don't want him to drop too low. We don't want to, you know, we don't want to get it too crazy because he's dropping like 6 inches or not even like a half a foot. You can't be like, oh my God. So I'm trying to make it so it's just subtle, but that's a little too much actually. Oh, great. What can we do to fix this up? What can we do to fix this up? Well, maybe let's not completely delete this, but just kind of work off of it. Man, this is taking forever. This was supposed to be a fast one. Like half an hour ago, I was like, oh, this is going to be so fast. But it's taking forever because I can't do it. It's stressing out. I'm under pressure. I'm itching my nose too much because I do that when I get nervous. And my computer is auto-saving. All right, there. Something just fell on my nose. All right. Just a little sketchy sketch of him. Okay, I think I know what the deal is. Let's drop his hands like that. Just be like, it's gonna be like, huh. So let's just drop his hands a little bit lower. So it's his other hand. Oh my gosh. Doing it again. I'm drawing on the wrong frame. I have to redo it. Redo it. Gotta redo it. All right, it's getting there. Let's change this though. Instead of it's not facing forward, but just, I mean, facing towards the camera, let's have it actually facing towards the same way this foot is facing. And then let's just tweak it a bit. Okay, that's one thing that I have to fix too. The feet are too big. So I shrink them down a bit. Which in turn, in doing so, means we got to bring them down a little bit lower because the feet are too big and it just doesn't look right, I think. All right, so then we just move this guy a little bit lower. And then his feet are too big for this too, so we got to make them smaller. Make them smaller. And that's the beauty. That's another thing that's cool about rough or animatics is you can be as messy as you like, just as long as you get the image right. Now let's see here. There we go. We're getting there. So this is just very rough. There's going to be probably an in-between here. But, you know, very rough. Animatic conveys the image right. There's a lot of tweaking that I have to do, but it looks fairly good. And that's okay. I just deleted that. Actually, I didn't. Sorry. I'm still not the greatest with the hotkeys for my new tablet. It's been a while. I should know them, but I'm still There we go. It's not too good, but it works, and there's always tweaking to do. Okay. Well, we did a lot today. We're making some progress. We got the whole list thing going on, and the line jumping out, this thing and this thing. Yeah. Man. Next time I do this, we're gonna have a whole set. I'm gonna have like a whole set of goals that I want to do, because right now I don't know what the goals are. Like, to make it like, I don't know. All right. Okay. What else to do? What else to do? What else to do? There's a lot to do. Let's check something out here. Let's do something fun. So we got that done. We got this done. Oh, we should probably turn this so it's only on this frame there. Wait, there. So now we don't have an annoying red line everywhere. We can. So yeah, this is mostly animatic, I guess. If you guys have already, I mean, you've already seen it if you've already looking at, if you've been watching the stream, but so far so good, right? It's twirling around. He's like, yeah, and then cuts off because there's, yeah. What to do, what to do, what to do, what to do, what to do. I could do these guys, but that's another thing. I have these little creatures like that are in the first one, but I don't want to animate them just yet because I'm still not sure I like this design for them. I don't know if I like it. I think I might change it. So I don't want to do an animatic for it because I might change the style either way, and it'd just be a waste of time. So I'm trying to figure out what to do. Okay. What time is it, by the way? Got like 15 more minutes. Then I have to do school stuff. I guess I could show you guys I could show you guys my other animation that I'm working on for school. I actually have to work on that sometime today too, because that's due next week and it's a lot to do. Oh no. Crap. Okay. Let's go to open, file open. We'll pop up an open screen. Okay. Where are you? Ah, there you are. So this is the thing that I have to work on for school, and I have to integrate it in After Effects. I have to integrate it in After Effects, and it's a cause and effect kind of. It's the style is cause and effect, and I had to get into a group, and we had to get a theme for cause and effect, and the theme was addiction. So cause and effect and addiction. So I made a character named Alvin in which he's addicted to the internet. So this is Alvin, and he appears in the video. He kind of, it's a blank slate like this, and little how he talks in the video, how he conveys the message in the video. We have to do typography. Is little Facebook message, you know, like the Facebook the box where you type in on Facebook or on Twitter, it will pop up and it'll type in, be like, hello, my name's Alvin. And that's how he talks. Because I was going to have a narrator, but my teacher says narrators are bad. Because he says it's too easy to get a narrator to voice a story when you have to do typography and try to convey the story by that without sound. So I got to do typography. And this is all I really got. He kind of goes, whoop. And he jumps down and he's just like, oh, hey, he looks up at the message and he comes over. He was originally going to wave, but then he said, that's too much. So I have to change it. And now it's him zooming in into his room. And it's like, I am addicted to computers, and little Facebook face will be right here. And then it zooms in. So you got to integrate this in After Effects. So the transitions are in After Effects, but in Flash, it's just cuts. But it's supposed to transition in from the bubble to the screen, and it fades into this guy's face. And my computer is not responding. There we go. Fades into this guy's face, and it's supposed to have him, like, he goes and he smiles. He's like, yeah, because he's on the computer. And they're supposed to have, like, Reddit is going to reflect off of his glasses. And that's another thing I have to do in After Effects. And it'll be him on his computer animated, but then it cuts. He's like looking again, and then it cuts back, and it'll be a live action of somebody like typing, and it's gonna be, the narration is gonna be like something strange happening, and what's happening is he's like looking at like reality, and he's like experiencing reality, and he's not in this like black and white kind of world where like there's stuff that's way more interesting than just being on the internet. And it'll end up him looking out the window looking at a sliding door in his house, and it'll be like sunshine, and you know, it's going to be like a beautiful day out. And let me bring this up. And yeah, it'll be a door, and it'll slide open, and he'll be like, what the heck? And then he looks outside, and it's like an actual live action outside, and he's gonna be like, what the heck? And then he like moves his hand through like this. One side will be cartoony, and then he'll move his hand through, and it'll be a live action, like it'll be like my hand looking through, and he's gonna be like, whoa, what the dealio is that, or whatever. And then he's like he'll go back to like the first person view, or the close-up of his face, and he'll be like, the reflection will be outside instead of the internet of his glasses, and he'll look at it, and then he'll kind of like it, and then that's the end, like saying, hey, it's kind of cool outside. And that's all I have to do. I was going to do a lot more, but it's only 30 seconds, so I got to cram this all in 30 seconds somehow and convey a story. I wanted to have him walk outside and be like a full, you know, live action person, but that's another section that's, you know, doesn't work out. So he gives us this project that is only 30 seconds long, and it's like you have to convey this crazy story, and it's like, can't do it in 30 seconds. You got to have more time than that. And the example he showed us from the project from last semester was not even like, it's just flashing images of this girl talking about religion, and it's just like flashing images of stuff and things, and you just didn't understand it at all. And it was 30 seconds, but it was like, how did you convey a story? Flashing images, a bloody cross, people yelling at each other. I don't know. It was just weird. But yeah, that's my other project I have to work on, and it kind of sucks because it's like a lot of it I have to work on just in After Effects. So yeah. So yeah, my Skype went on. What the heck was that about? Oh my gosh. You guys. Yeah, so that's my other project that I'm working on. So most of the time I'll be working on this, and when I'm not working on this, I'll be working on the Clairvoyant. And yeah, I guess this is just this is gonna take a long time, and that's the reason why in the trailer I put now in production instead of coming soon, because if I did coming soon, that'd be a lie, because it's not coming soon. It's not going to be here for a long time, because it's a big project. And I mean, I have people helping me out. I have someone who's doing the background art for me, and then I have the person who's doing the music. But other than that, I'm just by myself. But that's the reason why I'm doing it. I'm doing it on purpose by myself, because I want it. It is a challenge, but I want to, do it by myself and be able to make something this big. And yeah, so I got that going for me. It's gonna take forever, but hopefully when it gets done, when it gets finished, it'll be fantastic. It'll be my magnum opus. But I gotta get going. I have to do some homework and other various things. And I got a good share of animation done. It's been an hour and 42 minutes. That's pretty good. And a lot of people watched, 80 people on average. That's insane. If you guys want me to do this more, I'd be more than happy to do it, because it actually gets me to work. Actually gets me to do animation. And I mean, I've been holding off on posting stuff like this because people get grumpy and they're like, well, this is not what I signed up for. This is not what I subscribed for. I want to see animations, not live streams. And I don't know. It's something, something to keep content coming out on my channel. People can actually watch me do stuff and not just sit there and wait until it's done. So I don't know. It's maybe something you guys would be interested in, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy doing this, and I'm sure a lot of you enjoy me doing this. I'm just looking at the comments again. Hi, Gabs and Elise. You spelled E-L capitalized. You spelled that wrong. Well, not spell it. You just punctuated it wrong. Yeah. So this has been a fun experience. I had a great time. I'll probably get in more set up and more. Now that I've done this and now I know how to set it up, it'll be much smoother than before and not be like, oh, it's not showing and all that stuff. And I'll probably have an actual list of things that I need to do, so then I'll be more straightforward and not me just bouncing around like, what should I do today? And actually be more organized. And so this will be my contribution, I guess. You can watch me make my animation, and it'll be all live, all recorded. So it'll be boring, it'll be fun, it'll be something, hopefully. But it was fun. I'll catch you guys later. And yeah, so bye.